Hi guys, Miss B here, and welcome to day 2 of the Owning Your Happiness series. This series was inspired by just seeing that a lot of times, because life is happening, we sometimes take the responsibility of happiness and we place it on something or someone else. Be it our partner, be it our family structure, be it society or our job, and that usually just puts the burden of your own responsibility in someone else's hand. And the danger of that is that if that thing, that person, that entity decides to close down, decides to break whatever it was you had, then it means your happiness is compromised. And if your happiness is compromised, it means that your mental well-being and your physical well-being and your emotional well-being and even your spiritual well-being is compromised. So I advocate for being so self-reliant that when life happens, you are still able to stand afloat without completely falling apart. You will go through the emotions, you'll be sad, you'll be this, you'll be disappointed, but you'll still keep it together. And you'll still have the hope and the peace and the happiness that comes from within. And so this series of owning your happiness is really a declaration to say, I am claiming back my power. I am claiming back what was robbed of me, whether I robbed it of myself or I allowed others to rob it, or others robbed it without my permission, whatever it is. But it's a declaration to say, from today onwards, I am taking back that power. And once you start doing that, you experience a peace that really surpasses all understanding, quite literally. And I'm here to assist you. The second principle is the principle of being delusional. This means living in a state of knowing that you are going to have something or you have something even though it physically isn't there. I need you to know that whatever it is that you believe in, whatever is in you, that you know that I deserve this, I want to be this, I want to have this, I feel I deserve this thing, that is not a mistake. It simply means it's a state of spirituality, of you knowing that those things are there for you. Those things were predestined for you to have. That journey, that life that you want, it's not really because it's social media or society or whatnot, but there's always that thing that is within that you know that, no man, I deserve this thing. Even though it's not happening, even though reality is telling you, you're crazy. You are in your late 40s, and when you want to get married, like that doesn't happen. Don't listen to society. Don't listen to the voices. The fact that that thing is there, the desire is so strong within you, and it doesn't want to go away, no matter how much you try to convince yourself, is an indication that that is yours. That is something that is a gifting that is part of your package that has been reserved for you, and it is hanging in the spiritual realm. All you need to do is access it through being delusional. This is the principle that we can also read about in the book of Mark, the Bible, in the book of Mark chapter 11 verse 24, which says, therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours. I don't want us to focus on the prayer part. I want us to focus on the believe part. Believe that you have it and it will be yours. Believe that whatever it is that you are trusting for, it's already yours. But how do you believe in something that's not there? You become delusional. You master the art of being delusional. And so here is your homework for today. Every morning before you wake up and every night before you go to sleep, I want you to think of the 3 or 5 things that you want in your life. They don't have to be physical things. They can be a combination. You could be wanting a certain car, a certain house, a certain job, or you could be wanting restoration of your marriage. You want that marriage that you know is joyful. You know this is your partner. You don't want to leave them, but it's not okay. Things are not okay. You want a restoration of the joy, the peace, and the happiness that you know your marriage deserves. You want the restoration of the relationship between yourself and your parent, yourself and your child. So it could be things that are relationship-wise, emotional-wise, spiritual-wise. You want to restore your peace. Whatever that thing is, I want you to think about it Every morning when you wake up, I want you to think about it. Every night before you go to bed, it takes a minute. Let it be the last thing you think about at night and the first thing you think about before you wake up in the morning. Before you practice the principle of gratitude, of grabbing your notebook, I want you to sit in that bed, lay in that bed for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, and just think about the things you want. And don't think of them as some things that are far. Think of them as you already have it. If you want a car, think of yourself getting into your car, walking out the door, getting into the garage, clicking your car, it opening, you starting it, driving out. Look at yourself as you driving on the highway in that car, in the color you want. Be very specific about details. Feel it. If you want restoration in your marriage, think about your partner loving on you again, speaking your love languages again, buying gifts for you again, you guys doing things together. Let it be an intense feeling as if this thing is really happening right now. But really what you're doing, you're just being delusional. And the principle of delusion is going to bring things to you. The more you think about these things, the more they're going to expand. And the more they expand, they will have no other choice but to manifest physically in this realm. You're going to see them, these things happening. So that is day 2 of the Owning Your Happiness series. Come back tomorrow for the last principle. Thank you for joining me. Have a blessed one.